Hello everyone, we're here at InfoSecWorld with Canine Security Weekly, and with me I have Todd Jordan and Siri-Cinnamon Bark. Todd, thanks for sitting down with us. Can you tell us a little bit about your company and who Siri-Cinnamon Bark is?
So my company is Jordan Detection Canine. I train electronic detection canines to assist law enforcement officers and private individuals in internet crimes, child exploitations.
Excellent. So Siri is here today as part of our keynote, but originally you came into the limelight with a dog called Bear.
Correct.
Talk about Bear a little and how you trained him and what his claim to fame is.
So I trained Bear. He was the first dog I trained in electronic detection. He was the one that I took to Jared Fogle, the subway spokesman that was arrested for child exploitation.
And so Bear, helped find the evidence. Any kind of electronic storage?
Yeah, so of course I didn't know at the time because everything had to be analyzed, but I guess he found a thumb drive that was hidden in Jared's house that had key evidence that was used to prosecute him. Okay,
and so Siri is now deployed. What kinds of things can she do?
So she was deployed here in Florida, and she goes on all types of search warrants for child exploitation, but she can indicate on cell phones, thumb drives, SD cards, micro SDs, anything that has electronic storage.
So InfoSecWorld is obviously a cybersecurity conference, so this is really helpful. Do you see a lot of dogs being used in conjunction, obviously when the police are called in, the FBI are called in, but do you see much cooperation yet with the cybersecurity industry?
Yeah, I see that. The private individuals can, of course, get canines as well, and they're utilized. A lot of the federal and other local departments, they can't afford to get the dogs, and actually, because of budgetary constraints, where a private company or a private individual can utilize the dogs and be used as contractor services as well.
Right. Any like law firms or cyber forensics agencies yet?
No law firms or cyber forensics agencies at this point. They've all been private contractors that have been utilized the dogs.
Okay, that's really cool. So, how long will it take you to train a dog like Siri?
So it takes around 5 to 6 months to get a dog on odor and to get to work. And while they're here training with me, then they are utilized in search warrants as well, and are basically being utilized in Indiana for the different search warrants we go on there.
And then once they're trained, you can, anybody can get a dog from you.
They can purchase the dogs, and then the handler training is included in the price of the dog, and the handlers come up and train with me for a couple of weeks and learn how to read what the dog is doing, and they become a certified canine team when they leave.
And once you talked a little bit before in your keynote about how you acquire the dogs. So you said you generally go for rescues. Talk a little bit about that. Why is that important to you? How does that help?
So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. You get a rescue dog that ends up rescuing kids. And that's kind of a cool thing with us. We get the dogs from pounds and local lab rescues, and a lot of career change dogs as well from like the blind schools and places like that. They're dogs that may not cut the mustard either in a home life or in a business life, and so they need a career change. They just need a job, and a lot of these rescues, that's all they need. They're considered untrainable, but really all they just need is a purpose, and so we're giving them that purpose, and they're actually utilizing that purpose to help with kids as well.
Well, and they need a good trainer, obviously. A good leader, somebody to train them. And obviously Siri here is a very happy dog.
Yes, she is. Now she is. She had a rough way to go at the beginning of her life, but yeah, she's definitely come a long way.
So what kind of temperament do you typically look for in a dog who can ultimately become an electronic detection dog?
So the dogs have to be high drive, hyper. Again, things that most people don't look for in the quality of dogs, the ones that they pretty much shy away from. These are the best ones that we use, and they just seem to, like I said, they have a drive and they have a purpose, and they work a lot better than some of the other ones that may be a good pet for someone.
Sounds a little like some cybersecurity professionals I know. So good. Well, thank you, Siri. You are very cute. And thank you, Todd, for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here.